You're not bad at sleeping, and you're probably not lazy or undisciplined either. Millions of people struggle with sleep every night, not because they lack discipline, but because they unknowingly interrupt the biological process that prepares the body for sleep. You feel exhausted after a long day, your eyes burn, your body feels heavy, and you can barely stay awake. Yet the moment your head touches the pillow, your brain suddenly becomes alert and refuses to slow down. Many people blame stress for this problem. Others blame their phone, their age, or their lack of discipline. But the real problem is much deeper than that. Your body is receiving signals that keep it in a state of wakefulness. Falling asleep is not something your body simply decides to do when you enter your bedroom. Sleep is a biological process that your brain begins preparing for hours before you ever close your eyes. Think of your brain like the conductor of a massive orchestra. Before the performance begins, every musician must prepare and synchronize. When even one section falls out of rhythm, the entire performance becomes affected. Sleep works in the same way. Hours before bedtime, your brain begins coordinating hundreds of small changes throughout your body, preparing your hormones, temperature, blood pressure, digestion, and nervous system for recovery. Your body already knows how to sleep naturally. These changes happen automatically when your brain receives the correct signals. The problem is that modern habits often send confusing messages at exactly the wrong time. Tonight, we are going to explore 7 invisible switches that control this entire sleep process. Most people accidentally interfere with several of these switches every single evening without realizing it. The good news is that you do not need expensive supplements, complicated gadgets, or extreme routines to improve your sleep. You simply need to stop confusing the biological systems already designed to help you rest. The first and most powerful switch controlling your sleep is something you experience every single day without thinking about it: light. Most people think darkness only matters because it makes the bedroom feel comfortable. But darkness is actually a powerful biological signal that tells your brain the active part of the day is ending. Your eyes do more than help you see the world around you. Hidden inside your retina are specialized cells designed to measure light and send information directly to the master clock inside your brain. Your brain uses this information to decide whether it is daytime or nighttime. When evening arrives and light levels decrease, your body begins receiving the signal that sleep preparation should start. That simple message triggers a chain reaction throughout your body. Your brain begins increasing melatonin production, your alertness decreases, your temperature starts changing, and your organs begin preparing for nighttime recovery. But the modern world has changed the signals your brain receives. The artificial light surrounding you at night can confuse the same biological system that evolved around natural sunlight. Your brain does not fully understand the difference between the evening sun disappearing outside and a bright screen shining only inches away from your face. Whether the light comes from a smartphone, tablet, laptop, or bright indoor lighting, your brain interprets the message in a similar way. Stay alert and remain awake. Your brain interprets bright evening light as a signal that the day is not finished yet. Instead of increasing sleep signals, it delays the transition into nighttime mode and keeps your alertness system active longer than it should be. This is why many people feel exhausted throughout the evening but suddenly become awake when they finally get into bed. They did not suddenly gain energy. Their brains simply postponed the sleep program. But artificial light creates another problem beyond brightness. Modern screens constantly deliver movement, changes, new information that keep your attention system engaged long after you stop enjoying what you are watching. Every notification, every short video, and every endless scroll creates a small moment of anticipation. Your brain stays active because it expects something interesting to appear next. The problem is not always pleasure, it is anticipation. Your brain is designed to search for new information because novelty helped humans survive. That same mechanism now keeps people awake at midnight. This is why 20 minutes of scrolling can easily become 90 minutes. It is not simply because you lack discipline. Your attention system is doing exactly what it was designed to do. Even when you lower your phone brightness, your brain may still remain active because you are constantly making decisions, reacting to content, predicting what comes next, and evaluating new information. Imagine asking someone to fall asleep immediately after a fast-paced business meeting. Their body may be tired, but their brain is still processing information. This is similar to what happens after intense screen use at night. The solution is not necessarily throwing away your phone forever. The goal is creating a transition period that tells your brain the active part of the day is ending. About an hour before bed, begin reducing the intensity of your environment, lower the brightness of your room, not just your screen, and replace harsh lighting with warmer, softer light. If you need to use your phone at night, choose activities that require less mental engagement. Listening is usually less stimulating than constantly scrolling, switching, and reacting. The most powerful light signal may not happen at night. It happens the next morning when your eyes receive natural sunlight and your internal clock learns when your day begins. Spending even a short amount of time outside in morning sunlight helps. Strengthen your circadian rhythm and makes it easier for your brain to recognize when nighttime arrives again. Sleep does not begin the moment your head touches the pillow. It begins with the signals your brain receives hours earlier from the light around you and the habits surrounding your day. But even if you completely fix your lighting environment, another biological clock is still sending signals to your body every day. And surprisingly, this clock does not care what your eyes are seeing. It cares about something you do every single day. When you eat, your food timing is not only about digestion. It also communicates with your biological clock and tells your body what time it believes it is. Your brain responds strongly to light, but many organs inside your body respond to another powerful signal. When food enters your system, your liver, pancreas, stomach, and intestines all contain their own internal schedules. Scientists call these systems peripheral clocks because they follow daily rhythms. When you eat a large meal late at night, your organs receive a message that conflicts with the signal your brain is trying to send. Your brain may be preparing for sleep, but your digestive system receives instructions to become active again, processing nutrients and managing energy instead of fully winding down. Late-night eating can create a conflict inside your body. Your brain is preparing for rest, but your digestive system receives a signal that it is time to become active again, using energy when your body should gradually be recovering. This does not always prevent you from falling asleep. In fact, many people can fall asleep after a late meal. The problem is that the quality of that sleep may quietly decrease without them noticing. You may sleep for enough hours, but still wake up feeling tired, unfocused, or as if your body never fully recovered during the night. Your dinner is not just providing calories. It is also sending timing information to your body, helping your organs understand whether it is daytime activity or nighttime recovery. Large meals close to bedtime can create stronger signals that keep your metabolism active. Your blood sugar rises, insulin responds, and your digestive system continues working when it should be slowing down. This effect can become even stronger after meals high in sugar or fat, because they require more processing and can keep your body in a more active metabolic state. But this does not mean you should go to bed hungry. Extreme hunger can also activate stress responses in your body and make it harder for your nervous system to relax. The goal is not eating less. The goal is giving your body enough time to finish the busiest part of digestion before sleep begins. For many people, finishing dinner 2 to 3 hours before bedtime gives their digestive system enough time to shift from active processing into a calmer nighttime state. If you truly need something later in the evening, choosing something light is usually less disruptive than eating a heavy meal followed by dessert right before sleeping. Instead of asking, "What should I eat before bed?" a better question is, "When does my body want to stop receiving food for the day?" That small change in timing can sometimes improve how you feel the next more than expensive sleep supplements or complicated routines. Now your brain has received darkness and your digestive system has started slowing down. But another powerful signal is still controlling whether your body can fully enter sleep mode. That signal is temperature. Most people assume the perfect sleeping environment should feel warm and cozy. But biologically, your brain prepares for sleep through a gradual decrease in core body temperature. One of the clearest signals that bedtime is approaching is your body's ability to release heat and enter a cooler internal state. The temperature change may seem small, sometimes only around 1 degree Celsius, but your brain recognizes this shift as an important message that recovery mode is beginning. This is why many people naturally become sleepy when the evening gets cooler. Their environment is matching the biological signals their body expects at night. But when your bedroom is too warm, Your brain may struggle to complete this transition because the temperature signal it needs never fully arrives. Instead of moving deeper into sleep, your body continues trying to regulate heat, creating small disruptions that can affect sleep quality. You do not necessarily need to make yourself cold. The goal is simply creating an environment where your body can release heat naturally and comfortably. A slightly cooler bedroom often allows your body to complete its nighttime temperature drop more efficiently and supports deeper, more stable sleep. A warm shower before bed may seem like it would make you hotter and more awake, but biology works in a more interesting way. The warmth increases blood flow near your skin, helping your body release heat afterward. When you step out of a warm shower and enter a cooler room, your body begins lowering its internal temperature more efficiently, creating a stronger signal that nighttime recovery is approaching. Many people make the mistake of adding heavier blankets because they associate warmth with comfort. Comfort matters, but too much heat can quietly interrupt your sleep even if you do not remember waking up. Your bedroom environment should help your body cool down naturally, not trap unnecessary heat throughout the night. Sometimes a small temperature adjustment can create a surprisingly large improvement. Before going to sleep tonight, pay attention to your room. Ask yourself whether your environment helps your body relax, or whether it is preventing the natural cooling process your brain expects. Now your body has received several important signals: darkness, slower digestion, and a cooler environment. But there is another system that can keep your brain awake even when everything around you is quiet. It is not happening in your bedroom. It is happening inside your mind. Many people say, "I cannot turn my brain off." But your brain was never designed to completely switch off. Its job is to solve problems and protect you. During the day, distractions keep many thoughts in the background. But when the world becomes quiet at night, your brain finally has space to bring unfinished problems back into your attention. Emails you forgot to answer, conversations you keep replaying, tasks waiting for tomorrow, small decisions that never received a clear conclusion. Your brain stores these unfinished experiences because they might still be important. It is trying to protect you from forgetting something that could matter. Psychologists call this the Zeigarnik effect, a tendency for unfinished tasks to remain more active in your memory than completed ones. From an evolutionary perspective, this mechanism was useful. Remembering unresolved problems helped humans survive by keeping important information available. But in modern life, the same survival system can become a problem when your brain uses bedtime as the moment to review everything you have not completed. The moment distractions disappear, your mind starts opening old mental tabs, searching for solutions and reminding you about things you were too busy to process during the day. This is why you can feel physically exhausted while your thoughts continue moving at full speed. The solution is not trying to force your mind to become empty. Your brain does not work that way. The goal is giving your thoughts somewhere else to go. One simple method is writing down the things your brain is trying to remember before you sleep. Research suggests that creating a simple task list before bed can help reduce the time it takes to fall asleep, because your brain no longer needs to keep rehearsing the information. Writing creates an external memory system. Instead of keeping everything active inside your mind, you transfer the responsibility onto paper. Think of it like closing dozens of open tabs on your computer. The processor no longer has to keep working in the background. You do not need a complicated journal or a long nighttime routine. Even a few minutes of writing can help create a sense of closure. Before bed, write down what still needs your attention, what you have already completed, and the first action you will take tomorrow morning. This gives your brain a clear endpoint instead of leaving it searching for unfinished answers. An undefined problem keeps your brain active because it continues looking for a solution. But when you define the next step, your mind receives a signal that the situation is under control. Tonight, do not try to empty your mind completely. Instead, create a safe place where your thoughts can be stored until tomorrow. When your thoughts stop competing for attention, your nervous system becomes much more willing to move from alertness into relaxation. But your brain is still waiting for another signal. It is something you have been doing thousands of times today without consciously noticing. Your breath. Breathing is unique because it is controlled automatically by your body, but you can also influence it intentionally. This makes it one of the few systems that connects conscious control with your nervous system. Most of the day, you never think about breathing. Yet your brain constantly monitors your breathing patterns to understand what state your body is in. Fast, shallow breathing often appears during stress, excitement, or moments when your brain believes you need to stay alert and prepared. Slow, controlled breathing sends a different message. It tells your nervous system that the environment is safe and there is no immediate danger. The relationship works both ways. Your emotions can change your breathing, but your breathing can also influence your emotional state and nervous system activity. One simple way to encourage relaxation is extending your exhale slightly longer than your inhale, creating a natural signal for your body to slow down. A longer exhale increases activity in the parasympathetic nervous system, the part of your body responsible for rest, recovery, and digestion. This calming response is also connected to the vagus nerve, an important communication pathway between your brain and many internal organs. You do not need complicated breathing techniques or perfect timing. A simple pattern of breathing in gently and breathing out slowly is enough to begin shifting your nervous system. Try inhaling through your nose for about 4 seconds, then slowly exhaling for about 6 seconds. Repeat this calmly for a few minutes before sleep. The goal is not forcing yourself to fall asleep immediately. The goal is removing the signals that tell your brain it needs to stay awake. Many people turn relaxation into another performance they have to succeed at. They worry about doing breathing exercises correctly, which creates even more tension. Instead, think of breathing as slowly lowering the volume of your nervous system. You are not turning yourself off. You are gradually reducing the intensity. By now, your brain has received several powerful sleep signals: darkness, calmer digestion, a cooler body, fewer unfinished thoughts, and a more relaxed nervous system. But one final environmental factor can quietly weaken all of these signals: the place where you sleep. Your bedroom is training your brain every single night. Your brain learns through association. It constantly connects environments with expected behaviors, often without you realizing it. Think about walking into a movie theater. Before the movie even starts, the environment itself creates anticipation because your brain already understands what usually happens there. Your bedroom works the same way. If you regularly answer emails in bed, watch intense videos, have stressful conversations, or spend hours scrolling under the blankets, your brain begins creating a connection between your bed and being awake. Over time, the place that should represent rest starts becoming associated with activity, stimulation, and mental engagement instead of sleep. Sleep researchers call this stimulus control. The idea is simple. Your bed should become one of the strongest signals your brain recognizes for sleep. Every time you use your bed for activities that require attention and alertness, you weaken that connection and make it harder for your brain to transition into rest. This does not mean your bedroom needs to look like a perfect luxury hotel or follow strict minimalist rules. Small environmental changes can create powerful biological signals. Keeping your room dark, reducing unnecessary noise, and choosing comfortable bedding can help your brain recognize that this space is designed for recovery. The most important change is allowing your bed to become a place your brain primarily associates with sleeping. Think of your bedroom as more than decoration. It is a type of biological software that teaches your brain what should happen when you enter that environment. Every night, your habits are sending instructions. The question is, what has your bedroom been teaching your brain? Now we arrive at the final switch, and surprisingly, it is one of the most underestimated factors in sleep quality: consistency. Many people search for the perfect bedtime, believing there is one exact hour that guarantees better sleep. But your biological clock cares less about the perfect time and more about predictability. Inside your brain is a master clock that learns through repetition. It uses patterns from your daily routine to predict when your body should become alert and when it should prepare for rest. When your sleep schedule changes dramatically from night to night, your body receives confusing information about when recovery should begin. It is similar to changing time zones repeatedly. Your body struggles because it never knows exactly which schedule it should follow. This is why many people feel exhausted on Monday morning after sleeping differently on weekends. Their body is experiencing a small form of schedule disruption. Sleeping extra hours after a short night can be helpful, but constantly shifting your wake-up time can make your internal clock less stable. Consistency does not mean perfection. Real life includes travel, late nights, unexpected events, and changes in schedule. The goal is not following a strict routine like a machine. The goal is giving your biological clock enough regular signals so it can prepare instead of constantly adjusting. A relatively consistent wake-up time is often one of the strongest habits you can build because it anchors your entire daily rhythm. When your wake-up time becomes stable, your body becomes better at predicting when it should feel naturally tired in the evening. Notice something about all 7 switchers we explored. None of them require expensive supplements, advanced technology, or extreme discipline. They are simply signals. Small biological conversations happening between your brain and body every single day. When enough of these signals work together, sleep becomes something your body naturally moves toward instead of something you have to fight. So here is the simplest way to apply everything you learned. Do not try to change all 7 switchers tonight. Trying to rebuild your entire routine at once usually creates pressure and makes the habit harder to maintain. Instead, choose one switch and focus on improving it for the next few nights. Once that change feels natural, slowly add another one until your evening routine begins working with your biology instead of against it. The most effective habits are usually not created through motivation alone. They are created through small actions repeated until they become automatic parts of your life. And when you test these changes, do not only judge them by how quickly you fall asleep. Pay attention to what happens after you wake up the next morning. Notice your mental clarity, notice your mood, notice whether your afternoon energy feels more stable and whether you rely less on caffeine just to feel normal. These small improvements are often the first signs that your body is finally getting the recovery it has been trying to achieve. Sleep is not simply the final activity of your day. It is the foundation that prepares your brain and body for everything that happens tomorrow. The biggest transformation does not always happen while you are lying in bed. Sometimes it appears the next morning when your alarm rings and getting up no longer feels like a battle. Imagine waking up with a clearer mind, more stable energy, and a body that feels ready instead of exhausted before the day even begins. That change does not come from one magical trick. It comes from understanding the signals your body has been waiting for all along. Every night, your brain is listening. It is reading the light around you, the food you consume, the temperature of your environment, the thoughts you carry, the way you breathe, and the consistency of your routine. When those signals become aligned, sleep stops feeling like something you chase and becomes something your body naturally returns to. If one of these 7 switchers changed the way you think about sleep, share it in the comments below. Your experience might help someone else who has been struggling for years, without realizing the answer was hidden in simple biological signals. And if you want more science-backed strategies to improve your health, energy, and daily performance without myths or complicated routines, subscribe and join us for the next episode. Because sometimes the smallest changes create the biggest improvements. One night at a time.